Okay, I'm going to show you how to change the rear wheel bearings on a 2010 Grand Caravan. First of all, if you didn't see part one of this, I got the rear end out of this. Somebody snapped the drag link off, and I had to replace the whole rear end. I'm in the process of doing that right now. But right underneath here, here's your coil spring where it goes. Right there underneath is your ABS plug. Just unplug it, and that takes care of the ABS. And the back wheel bearings and the front wheel bearings are identical, so you can actually swap these out, which is pretty awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do this on the back. I do have a video of how to do it on the front, but we're going to do it on the back. So now on the back side here, there is 4 16mm bolts. You're going to need a 3-inch extension, and I'm using a 3/8 ratchet, and we're going to see if they come loose. If they come loose, great. If not, we're going to have to torch on them a little bit. But right back in here is where they're at. And normally they come right loose. Say, for the most part, they all come loose. And all you're going to do is take those 4 bolts out. And the coil spring normally is not in the way at all. The only thing that's in the way is this bracket, and that goes to your brake bracket, and that's a 13mm. So we're going to take it loose and move it out of the way. But we'll get the other ones loose first. And like I said, they normally come right loose, which is really nice. It doesn't happen too often on too many vehicles. But this is new enough to where salt really hasn't got to it yet. It's just kind of tricky to see in there, especially when you're not using a light, which I'm not. Okay, what we're going to do is get this bracket out of the way. And like I said, it is a 13mm. It will probably break off, but it may not. But we'll see. And if it does feel like it's going to break off, go in reverse. And then forward and then reverse, and work it back and forth a little bit. As you can see, it come right loose. And then what that does is that leaves you room to get into the other bolt. Now, just because I'm doing this on the outside of the vehicle doesn't make it any easier. It's just the same. So it is. Okay. Now when I get these bolts out of here, because you don't need to see me unscrewing these bolts. When I get these bolts out of here, I'll show you what to do next. Okay. What you're going to need now is a chisel and a hammer. Use a pretty small chisel. I like to use vice grip so I don't hit my hand. And what you're going to do is get right down in here in this crack where it comes together, and we'll just shine across there. Get right in that crack, and it'll pop right out of there without any problems. It's not that difficult at all. So what we're going to do is get our chisel in there and just give it a good crack. Try and do it without hitting the camera. Here's a tough one. It's turning. As you can, I don't know if you can see, the bolt holes are turning, so you can see it's coming out. Go down to the bottom and work it around a little bit. Give it a couple gentle taps. And then you got it off. Now, remember which way your dust shield goes. This is the passenger side, so the dust shield goes forward towards the front. And changing the wheel bearing is just that simple. Nothing to it. As you can see, that pretty much come right out. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the new one and or the new axle, and we're going to put it in there. So we don't have to worry about cleaning any of this up. But if you're not doing an axle, you're going to have to clean this up and wire wheel it. And I got a video on that. Check it out. But we're going to go ahead and put this in the new one, and we'll get right back to you here. Okay, we're over at the new one here, and basically all we're going to do is, you got to remember your dust shield goes to the front. Excuse me. Dust shield goes to the front, and your wire for your ABS goes through the dust shield, just like that. And that's what that notch is for. Just slip it the whole way through. And then what you're going to do is you're going to get your wheel bearing and make sure that you aim your wire towards the notch in the dust shield. Just like that. Just like that, see? And then what we're going to do is we're going to set that up on there. I'm going to resituate you guys. We're going to set that up on there and get a few bolts started. And hopefully it goes together just as easy to come apart. It's brand new. So it should. But on the other hand too, you never know. Because you got to line your bolt holes up. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get a bolt actually through the hole. Just like that. And how your dust shield goes. Set that back in there. Just like that. And then we're going to get a bolt started here. Should start right through. Don't tighten it up, because you may have to move it around a little bit to get the other one started. Once you get two started, you can pretty much start snugging them up a little bit. As you can see, this is no big deal. Anybody can do this. There we go. But anybody can do this and save yourself quite a bit of money. Now, something I should mention is unhook the battery. Unhook the negative battery terminal when you do this. That way your ABS light resets. A lot of times I forget to do that and it still works just fine, but well, without seeing down in there, it's hard to get these started. Like I said, unhook the negative battery terminal and it will reset. And then what I got to do after this is change the other one over to this, and then set the whole thing up in. And I'm gonna probably do a video on that too, because it was pretty interesting coming apart. I'm sure it's going to be real interesting going together. And if you have this issue of this trailing arm breaking, I did this myself, so it's not difficult. It's actually not difficult at all. Just remember which side stuff goes on, and you know, all that good stuff. And what you're going to do is snug these up pretty tight. I mean, I snug them down pretty good. I don't take a chance with my wheel bearing. This one here should start without any issues at all, and it did. I figured with this out of here, this would make a good rear wheel bearing video, because I can let you see where everything's at. It's a whole lot easier instead of under the vehicle. Under the vehicle, it's difficult to show you how to change one of these. So what we did is we're going to snug these up. And we got it. What you're going to want to do too is go over these a few times. And that way you know you got them. Because you'll tighten one up and then the next one will be loose. And the thing is, just make sure they're all tight. Like that. Okay, this is the passenger side. As you can see, the dust shield goes forward, calipers on the back, and as long as you make sure that's the way it is, and then your wire goes through your slot towards the front, and you got it. You're good to go. The other one's going to be the same way as this one. So hopefully this helped you out. And like I said, these wheel bearings are changed from front to back. So if you got a front one, need a back one, they're interchangeable, which is nice. So what we're going to do is, this is going to be part 2 or part 1. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. Because it's kind of difficult to film this and do this by myself, to put this up in here. But we're going to give it a whirl. So we are. We're definitely going to give it a whirl. So, but thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Look for the next video on this, on the reassembly process. I couldn't do the disassembly process because my camera was at home, of course. So I need to keep it here. So, but either way, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. We got a lot of new videos coming out, and if you have subscribed, thank you very much. I appreciate all the subscribers. I appreciate all the feedback. So we'll catch up with you next time. Thanks for watching.